The Salarians were another one of those fun design challenges because what we had as the original brief from the writers was essentially that they would be our answer to the gray aliens from, you know, the Roswell sort of idea of alien abductions, to try to design an alien that looked like it would have been the true explanation for that when you met them. So we had the big eyes, and we really were playing around with just that exaggerated classic silhouette of the big eyes and the gray skin. The Salarians were like warrior poets, that they had a higher, more refined sense of culture than some of the other aliens, because we knew between both the Batarians and the Krogans, those were going to be very warlike races. So we wanted a race that was more, not less dangerous, but just more peaceful about it. And so trying to get a sense of that. The big black eyes help with tranquility and just that sense of alertness. So trying to find ways of giving them like the heavy eyelids and the very like long, sophisticated, kind of like dour British expression on their face. Part of the great thing about collaborating on projects like this, after the head was approved, I passed the head on to another artist, and he was able to extend that into the body and give a really alien form, something unexpected with the concave chest, which again was, we had been moving in different directions with the Krogan and the Turian, so we found that, you know, we could scoop out the chest cavity. And that actually later led to some more design choices where, kind of like a bald man wearing a toupee, they sort of have costumes that they start to branch. They start to bring tubing or fabric out into that chest area. It's like they met the other alien races and decided that like this sunken chest look, you know, maybe they would try to account for that, or like try to say, no, we've got stuff here, it's all right. So yeah, I don't know, I've always liked that side of them. In designing Morden, these are some sketches by Ben Hewen, and these were exploring the idea of a field medic, or a scientist that was very, very experienced. And so being able to, again, you can see some of the chest filler areas because he's concave. And from an animation perspective too, there's no, with motion capture and movement, there's, you know, no motion capture artist is going to be able to get anything in there. So there's a lot of room to play with negative space and cool shapes. With Morden, this was a chance again to explore what happens to the alien races either early on in their life or later in life. And I think that's one thing that really helps to ground the alien races in Mass Effect, is that we don't just show the one and then that's it. We're able to show in different glimpses kind of the lifespans of some of these characters. So Morden, the design brief was to say, you know, what would the Clint Eastwood Salarian look like? And so this was actually literally taken, we took a shot from one of Clint Eastwood's latest movies and tried to paint some of those features in there with the intense squint and getting the wrinkles in. So and that's how we got our old experienced Salarian out of it. Plus he's missing one of his head horns, and we leave it up to you to figure out how that happened. So the Batarians from Mass Effect 2 actually came from an old unused design for something else. He originally had these big fins sticking out of his head, but we knew that they had to wear human armor and have human helmets. So we had to we basically squeezed him into man shape and then stuck a helmet on him, and then Batarian, there you go. I know there have been some things that have been designed and built that have not been in Mass Effect 1 and 2. And I can't really speak more to that because I'm not sure what's making it in. But I mean, we designed the Shadow Broker for that whole DLC thing. So I think everybody, there's nobody on the team that doesn't want to see more alien races. We'll put it that way, yeah.